the other printing press, they are nowhere near that figure. So you ask yourself, why is it that there are two strongholds? And where the flag bearers are coming from?
And is this a concern the NDC has tabled
yes,
before the
of course.
EC?
Because in this game, it's not black and white. It's a gray color. It's a gray color. And you must have the eye to see through the gray color and know what is happening behind the scene. So it's too much of a coincidence to have their two strongholds and where the two flag bearers come from, printing in excess of 3,000 per constituency as internal printing house operational losses.
Then your agents, they ought to be vigilant on the ground.
Yeah, so it gave me a lot of concern. And then I had to confront it and put in measures, countermeasures to deal with that.
What measures are these?
The measures are that, you know, whilst they are printing, they have stains on some of the ballot papers, the sheets, ballot papers. Some are crumpled. They have double serial numbers on some, so they take them away. And then they have to take the excess that they've printed to replace. Before I put in the measures, I discovered this and put in the measures. They will call our agents and then they'll say, okay, these are spoiled ballots for the day. So we are going to shred them. Then they will send them to the shredding machine and shred them without counting.
Alibaba.com is your one-stop B2B purchasing platform that lets you source efficiently at great prices.
The spoiled ballots, of which they replace some from the excess. So if at the end of the printing, they tell you that the excess, you are left with only 20. And you say, but you printed about 3,000. Why are you left with about 20? They say, oh, we shredded them. You are the one who was shredding them. But the issue is that you didn't count. I don't know whether you are getting the point. So I said, look, from now on, you have to count all the spoiled ones you are going to shred. Document it before you shred them so that we can deduct it from the excess that you claim is for internal operations. They will know what is left, and then we can shred them too, so that there won't be not even a single ballot is missing. Every single ballot must be accounted for in your operation. I am not going to fight you about how many you print for your operational losses, because the efficiencies of your companies may be different. But these are the countermeasures to make sure that we are protected. Those that you've shredded past before I detected this, they are gone. But to check and be sure that nothing untoward happened, we will demand for the full CCTV coverage, because you have 24-hour CCTV coverage in the work you are doing in all the places of the printing houses. We will demand for it from the beginning to the end of the duration of the printing, so that we can audit it and see whether there is anything that happened on the blind side of our agents. And I'm much concerned because, see, in 2020, the agents were 2 per shift. The printing house, when they start, is 24-hour printing. So we had 2 shifts, or 3 shifts, 2 agents per shift, so making it 6. But this time around, for diabolical reasons, they decided that we are reducing your agents to 1. So you have only 1 agent per shift, and we have 3 shifts in a day. So 1 agent in that big printing house with so many phases of printing, all happening simultaneously. So they are printing for a constituency, they finish printing, it moves to serialization. While they are serializing, another printing for another constituency is taking place. Then from there, it's going for cutting, it's going for stitching, it's going for binding, it's going for sorting. And some of the printing companies, for example, Bulk Press, where they do the sorting and binding, it's in the first floor, whilst the printing is on the ground floor. And once the sheets or the ballots get to that level, it's live in the sense that all the security codes are on it, the serial numbers are on it, ready for voting. And it's on a different floor. Whilst our agent, you have only 1 agent, and it's on the ground floor checking that you don't overprint, you don't over-serialize.
Have you tabled your concerns to the Electoral Commission?
No, I've tabled that. And we've told Mr.
What
Kisi.
response did they give?
And Mr. Kisi said, oh, those years you are talking about, it was a convention, it wasn't a law, and it wasn't right. So we don't want to congest the printing houses. That's to reduce you all to one agent per shift. And I said, okay, if that is your excuse you are giving us, can you explain to me why you are having 2 national security operatives per shift, 2 NIB, which is former BNI, per shift, making them 4 per shift in the printing houses, if you are complaining about crowding? And there are no stakeholders. The stakeholders in this process is the police, the political parties, the printing houses, and EC. 4 are the stakeholders. What is this national security and NIB personnel doing here? And they are even more than the stakeholders who are taking part in the process.
At this point, it boils down to the supervision that the agents would have to play on the field. I would want to find out from you, as the supervisor,